Good morning, everyone. This is Anne Marie, and this is the SPY report for Friday, September the 20th, 2013. Taking a look at SPY from the Fed event to the additional pop-up to the fade. Here's what we're looking at, sitting at R3 on the weeklies. Right? So we are quite extended. Yesterday's daily pivots, we went to R1 and pulled back, now sitting at that midline. We should be able to see upside momentum come from there if we hold it. However, if we lose this 172.55 area, we should fade just a bit more, perhaps into the weekly VWAP. Chances are that we come in to retest this breakout event from over here. That seems pretty likely. We are showing quite a bit of strength, but I will say this, when the charts get up into these levels up here, they do have a tendency to pull back just a bit. And so that is certainly something I'm thinking about on the horizon. This is a very, very big push from the Fed, and I have the philosophy that unless something is materially significant, it really will not affect the grand motion of the chart. Let's take a look at the IWM. This looks much stronger, actually. Came up well over the level. And what we're doing is measuring this wave here. We have a retracement, not an extension, which is why it's sitting on that side. But let's move that out of the way so we don't have a lot of noise. And we're seeing the same sort of thing. Here's the breakout, the press up. What's the natural thing? Remember, the market is a bit neurotic, and so it always comes behind to make sure those doors are closed. So we're looking for the retest of that event, the solid hold, and then the move upward. As you all know, I'm probably blue in the face from saying it, I am bullish overall on the market. I just think that we're running extremely strongly, and I'd like to see a little bit of a more rhythmic motion. Of course, I've been saying that for months. I don't know that the market's going to give that to me. In any case, what we're going to see is, hey, listen, can it pull into this space? Does it look solid? Is it going to hold? Looking for the 106.09 area to be main line support. The failure of that takes me into the 105.50 to 105.40 area. The hold of the region, I am sitting at R3 on the weeklies here as well. Yesterday did almost the same thing, came into resistance level 1 of the prior day's pivots, and now holding underneath the midline. So it's a little bit softer than the patterns that we're seeing for SPY. Qs, let's go to the 1 hour chart for Qs. What do we need to watch out for today? Chart's being a little slow, forgive me. As we look to this, this looks a little bit like SPY, popping up here into R1, holding the region, holding the moving averages really pretty well. This is still the retest area, that's 78.73. Could come into that pivot, slide it up. That's what I love about Motive Wave, these pivot actions, the movement of the lines, super simple. Just the drag and drop event, very, very nice. Folks, I support Motive Wave because they are a phenomenal platform. And these guys that build it are great people. That's the only reason. So, moving right along here, here's here's this formation here. It's a little bit sideways. What we're going to look for is a breach of that channel event. Let's slide this up into this area so we can see where the clear breakout is. Hey, listen, put yourself a red marker. Please take a look at the video, Trading the Levels. See how to use the SPY information to make yourself money every day. It is very straightforward, folks. All you got to do is follow the directions. And I really do mean that. I try to make it extremely straightforward so folks can have a fighting chance in the market. All right, so above 79.71, we're going to move up into R2 and then the midline of the monthly pivot. But listen, it is extremely rare for a chart to come in and expand into an R4 on the monthly event in this particular way. Very, very unusual. I suspect that what we do is pull in just a little bit. R3 expansions are really kind of a big deal, and we are rocketing over it. I suspect the charts take a little bit of a breath. That means that we've got to be careful about positioning, right? We have trouble with these positions because we want to be in some direction. I'm going to tell you, there are so many folks that are just incredibly impatient about how these charts run. We don't want to trade every 5 minutes because that's really difficult for some of us, but if we decide we're going to trade on a 30-minute chart or an hourly chart, we get extremely disgusted and impatient if we can't jump into a move. Folks, it's either one or the other. You just have to trade the time frame and realize that when we've got aggressive motions like this, they have a tendency to retrace. It's just the nature of the game. So when you've got longs trigger and they pop into your first target and start looking weak, just take the profit. It's the most important thing to do. Have a good day, baby. Good luck trading today.